Okay, so we're going to show you how to set up a herring harness or an anchovy harness to fish for salmon. Okay, so Dustin, this is the hook you want. It's the owner hook. SSW is the model cutting point. I like it in a 3/0, which is the size you want. This is what the 3/0 hooks look like. This is your barrel swivel. And this is what's called your anchovy special herring helmet or anchovy helmet. I like to use a smaller size. So I use anchovy ones, but I just put small herring in them. This will be what your finished product looks like. And we'll get going. Okay, so the first thing you do is you want at least 6 feet, maybe a little bit more, because you want to end with about 6 foot of leader when you're done. Okay. So to start, put your line through the hook backwards. The key to this whole system is keeping tension on these two fingers and not letting go of your ravel with this finger. So what you're going to do is you lay that along the shank of the hook, you roll backwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anytime you let go of this piece of line here, you have to squeeze with your finger there to not let it unravel. Okay? Then you find the opposite end of your line, and you're going to go opposite way through the way you did. You pull all that line through there, and you want to lay the piece of line that went through there, you want to lay it along the top of the hook. Okay? You're still holding this piece with your fingers, not letting this unravel. Then you're going to pick this piece up and you're going to wrap it once, twice. You have to pull this out of the loop. 3, 4, and we'll do one more wrap, 5. Okay, so the really important when you're using, this is the line you have to use. Any fluorocarbon line will work. 20 or 25 pound test. Doesn't matter. Find the cheap one. Okay, so you have the line that went this way, laying back here. You have the line that you continued wrapping with here. Now you have to spit because so you want a good little bit of spit right there. And as you start pulling this line through, you want to make sure that this line here doesn't twist. So you're just going to keep untwisting it as you pull it through. You don't want to pull one of the kinks through there. And that's it. That's your whole setup right there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to grab a pair of pliers. You pull on this and this to tighten them. And then you pull on this to tighten the whole thing up. So for the second hook, you run back to the start of your line. And you're going to run it up through there. So they lay the same, they should lay the same way. I like to do mine opposite, doesn't really matter though. And then you want about that much space between your two hooks. You can do a little bit longer if you want. So here we go again. You pinch with the line laying on the top of the hook. Wrap backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. Find the other end of your line. Backwards through. And again, so the line that you just put through there this way is the one that you're going to lay on the top of the hook. The key, if you can see this finger here, is I'm pinching the one I made the wraps with so that it can't unwrap. Because if you let go of that without holding this piece of line, those will unwrap. So now you have the piece of line that you just pushed through the hook, laying on the top of the hook, shank, wrap 1, wrap 2, wrap 3, wrap 4, wrap, oh, missed it, wrap 5, again, spit, And that's that. And that's what your hook looks like. You go back to the other end of your line. You first go, oh, that ain't gonna work. Anyway, you're gonna go, I have a toothpick in there. So you go through this one, through the side hole, and it's gonna come out the top hole. And then you pull this all the way up to your hooks. You're going to end up taking a toothpick and you're going to push it up through here, and that keeps tension, or it keeps your line from running up and down this too smooth. So we put that in there. You want to push it up there as far as you can get it, and then break it off. And that's your setup. And you go to the other end, and put the barrel swivel on. This is just a regular knot. Wrap once, wrap twice. You hold the loop. 1, 2, 3, 4 wraps through both loops, and then back through the one you made. Give it some tension, and then you got to spit on it again. And you're going to pull these two apart I usually hold this piece in my teeth and just put a little bit of tension pulling back so it will pull that knot all the way together. Like that. That's it. You're going to cut the tag piece of line off here, and you cut the tag piece of line off the back hook there once you get it all tightened up. So you're going to put a lot of pressure pulling on these two, and there you go. There's your anchovy setup.